Yes, I need some clarifications over this question I want to ask. It's been in my mind, but I think it's high time to unveil it. Please, if you have the answer, give me. Because I know myself as one who happened to grow up in the Christian background from my childhood, and I believe less of traditions. But it's one thing that is very important. I've always considered, and I need to understand why. Because it doesn't look like tradition, but we Christians who believe largely in the Bible and what is written there, we are observing, but it looks more of traditions too. What am I talking about? The issue of placenta burial, or how do I put it? The issue of burying a placenta. When you give birth to a baby, they always advise to go and bury the placenta. I've not seen that in the scripture in the Bible, but we observe it. I'm telling you the truth. We observe it. It's more of tradition, but we observe it as Christians too, or believers of God. And this is the question for today. I need an answer. I need somebody who will clarify, who will make it clear to me. Now, I happen to, by the grace of God, my first child, after giving birth to my first child, I was given the placenta from the hospital to go and bury. And that which I did. The second one and the rest. Now, of recent, I was away for outside work, and my wife delivered. My mother happened to come from village for what we call omogo. Yeah. And then when I went back after the work, I was told that my mother-in-law has collected the placenta to go and bury in the village. You have to bury it. That's okay. Wow, this is getting more interesting. And this caught my attention. I have to how is this so important, and what exactly is behind the burying of placenta? I actually want to find out. I just want to know. Why are we burying the placenta instead of disposing it like every other thing that come out of the woman's body that follow the child out? I'm just very inquisitive. I want to know. Surely, I want to know really. What is so important? What is so special or about burying a placenta of a baby? You don't throw them away. You know, I really want to understand. Can somebody tell me what is behind burying a placenta of children when they are born instead of throwing them away and disposing them like every other thing that came out of the mother's body? Very, very important to know. This is not anything I've not seen in the Bible, but we practice it. Even leaders and members. This is what we do. So is it a culture? Is it tradition? Or is there any way you find it in the Bible? I want to understand. I'm really waiting for the answer. Please. What is so important? What is so special about burying children's placenta wherever you find yourself? Like this one that my mother-in-law did. She has to take this one to the village that she give it to her. That she's going back to the village, she has to bury it there. And that's what they did before I even went back home from the outside work. So can somebody explain? Can somebody tell me? Can somebody answer this question? Why is it so important that we don't have to play with that? Whether you are a leader, a member, or a newcomer in the church, as a Christian, that is what we do, and which you know. Thank you.